Hey guys, so this is a problem that is a lot like your problem number 9 on your homework for Energy 1. And so let's tackle this problem. A 12 kilogram object has 875 joules of kinetic energy. Find the velocity of the object. Okay, first of all, we know that this 12 kilograms is our mass, and this 875 joules are of kinetic energy, and we know that we want the velocity, which would be v, for this object. So we use our kinetic energy formula. So we know that Ke, kinetic energy, is equal to 1/2 mass times velocity squared. And what we're trying to find out is, what is this velocity? It wants to know the velocity of this guy right there. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug in our numbers. This kinetic energy, and you're also going to see this sometimes as E sub k, little k. It's the same thing. It stands for kinetic energy. Anyway, we know that the kinetic energy for this system is 875 joules. And that is equal to 1/2, and the mass is 12 kilograms, and our velocity is unknown right now. So what we're going to do is what we can do to get velocity squared by itself. The first step is we can multiply these two numbers together. 1/2 times 12, or 1/2 of 12, is 6. So we could say that 875 joules is equal to 6 times v squared. So our next step is we're trying to get this v squared by itself so that we could take the square root and solve for the velocity, but it's being multiplied to this 6. So in order to get rid of this 6, we have to divide both sides by 6. Over here, these cancel out, so we get 875 over 6. So we'll take our calculator and divide 875 by 6, and we get 145.8. So we'll go ahead and write that. 145.8 equals v squared. Are we done? Do we have velocity? Nope, not quite. We have velocity squared. So what we have to do to get velocity by itself is take the square root of both sides, and then we will have velocity equals, let's go ahead and figure that out, square root of 145.8 equals 12.07, and we'll say that's equal to 12.1. And since we're looking for velocity, we've just solved for velocity. It's meters per second. And that is our answer, ladies and gentlemen. So the velocity for this object is 12.1 meters per second.